Recording in progress.
All right. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome into the live training. Hope everyone had a good Monday. Having a good Tuesday, start to the day, end of the day, middle of the night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Welcome into the training. Welcome into the people out there in streaming land. Welcome in. If you are new to Dubb and this is your first time into the live training, maybe you're just getting started with Dubb in general, if you can put a 1 in the chat along with your industry, that would be really helpful. If you're just new to Dubb in general, if you are returning, if you could put a 2 in the chat, that would be great. But definitely a 1 if you're new. And if you don't mind putting your industry in there too into the chat, that would be cool. As we always like to know the new folks that are just checking out Dubb, looking at it, or maybe even you just got on a paid plan. Maybe you're on a free trial and you upgraded, but you're still kind of new to what's happening with Dubb in terms of recording, strategy, all that kind of good stuff. So 1 in the chat, 2 if returning, or maybe you're a 1.5. Maybe you've had Dubb for a while and you still got some questions and you're still kind of checking it out in terms of what to do. So Ismail, looks like you put a 1 in there. Let me pop over to you and say hello. If you'd like to unmute. Hey, Ismail, if you can hear me okay. If you want to unmute and say hi.
Hi, Rob. I can hear you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Is my camera off or is that?
Yeah. Ironically, being the video company that we are, the videos are off for the training. But we can, I can hear you though. What brings you our way?
Well, we're doing I'm with a financial planning company. We do high-level tax planning and insurance planning, and we're using Go High Level. We're outsourcing our marketing, and one of the things that our marketer mentioned is that some of the other advisors that were who are also getting the same type of leads are using videos to contact them. Mm-hmm. And so they said, try Boom Boom or look for something like that. And when I did, I saw an alternative to Boom Boom right on the top. So those are your keywords that you guys are using.
Yeah.
And I got on the 7-day free trial. Been trying to get on one of these meetings, but I've been booked all week, last week at 10 a.m.
Okay, got it.
And so I like what you guys are doing, and I kind of want to get started this week with you guys.
Nice. That's great. Well, look, if you're on the, you're on the free trial right now, throw an upgrade into the chat, when we get going here. And then Ina from our team who's here right now. Hey, Ina, we'll give you the best deal we can as far as if you want to get on a paid plan. So we always say that to anybody that comes into the free, if you're new, you haven't paid anything yet, put upgrade in there and we'll give you the best deal we can. In terms of the videos, especially with Go High Level, we have an integration with them. So you can just pop the videos right in. It's pretty convenient.
I'm not sure if I can do that because it's being managed. We have like a sub account, but I saw that you can do that within Outlook.
Yeah, you can. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So there's a million ways to do it. Typically with tech, you can figure it out some way, somehow. But that's cool that you're doing it though, because the financial space, it's probably one of the most trust-based spaces in terms of like you want to have a relationship with that person with investments and things like that. So we found it's worked pretty good over the years.
Yeah, no, I like your landing page because I was already creating like a 5-part video series to nurture these new leads. They don't know me from Adam.
Yeah.
They're coming in looking for some annuity recommendations. We're giving them some AI generated recommendations based on the form that they filled out. And so I'm just trying to send them a welcome email, if you will, about myself, how I operate, who I am.
Yeah.
And if they click on it, they're going to go back to the page that you guys create, right? And then they can see the other 3 or 4 videos.
You got it.
I love it. I was like, this works. This works.
That's perfect, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to run through, just so you know, with these trainings, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the basics, kind of the A to Z in terms of how to record different styles. And then kind of recommendations in terms of each kind of style. And then we put these on our YouTube support channel. So we're live now on the platforms there, but they go on our YouTube support after. So if there is a part that you want to go back to, and this is typically what people do, they'll go back to that part. Like, oh, that's that LinkedIn part. That's how you send that email, or that's how you do that. So that's kind of like the learning things that people typically do.
No, that's great. That's great. I love it.
Cool. Well, it was good to meet you, my friend. Thanks for sharing that with us. And if you have any questions, Ina's here from our team. Pop them in the chat and we'll kind of move it as we're going along.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then let's see. I thought I saw another couple ones in here. I think I even saw 1.5. Let's see. Let's see. Let me scroll through. Let's see. Hello to all the AI note takers. I'm scrolling through that right now. Let's see. Jay, cruise and travel. Jay, let me come over to you, Jay. Let me find you in here. Let's see. Let's unmute you. Jay LaForest. Hey, Jay. If you want to say hi, you can. If not, you can just say hello in the chat if you're busy on your side. But I saw that you put in there that you were one. Hey, Jay.
Hello.
Good to meet you.
Nice to be met.
So what's kind of the use case you think for you? Prospecting, kind of client comm, all the above?
Yeah, just definitely in that area there, just kind of exploring, looking at other ways to generate leads and book more cruise travel.
Is it world travel, or is it kind of just where's the travel typically you book?
I concentrate primarily on the Caribbean, Mexico,
Yep.
Panama, but I can book really anywhere in the world.
Typically, when you get the leads before, do people fill out forms, like third-party forms, and find their way to you, or do you have to? Do you get email lists, or how do you kind of typically get your leads?
Basically, I'm using kind of social media right now,
Okay.
and I also personally cruise a week every month or every other month and prospect on the cruises for additional people.
Okay.
Usually pick up additional 2 or 3 clients per cruise, and
Okay.
know.
No, that's great. Yeah, you could do cruises. I mean, there's a lot of cool visual stuff you could do too. When I show the screen recording part of recording, I'll kind of show that, like being in the bubble and showing something. You could do a lot of cool stuff with that. And if you're posting on social, you can always have a Dubb link as a pinned comment below there. And when I show the Dubb landing pages, that's where you can take someone if they see your thing on social.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely interested in seeing that.
Cool. Well, good to meet you, Jay. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so let me share my screen, everybody, and let's do the Dubb dive here. All right, so let me move this out of the way, and here we go. Okay, so in general, when we think about Dubb, it's about this experience. When someone gets a Dubb video, what are they going to see? What happens after that? So this right here is an example of when you see a Dubb video and it's sent to someone, it's going to be a 3-second animated preview of what that video is going to be. That first 3 seconds when you hit record, that's what this is right here. So whatever you're doing, whether you're doing jumping jacks, jumping up and down, whatever you're trying to do, that's what's going to show. If you do want to change that within the Dubb platform, you absolutely can. There's a little slider in there where you can slide it to a different part of the video that maybe you like better visually, and that can be the animated preview, or you can upload your own thumbnail. But either way, we want the thumbnails here, the animated previews, to give some kind of context, and we want it to have a hook. Because notice how I say right here, what's your hook? That's something that you need to figure out before you even try to make a video. Because once you have your hook, then you can decide, okay, what kind of style of video am I going to record? And I'm going to show you the different styles in a second. This is a webcam style, but I'll get into it in a second. First part is the hook. So for the hook, what we do on our side, we've done, and we recommend it to Dubb folks. If you're using a AI tool like a Gemini, a Grok, a Claude, a ChatGPT, if you are using within Dubb, if you're using Auto, which is right in our dashboard, right up here at the top, this is our AI guide. Whether you're using any one of those, you want to ask the AI, say, look, I need a hook for my videos. So here is my ICP, my ideal client profile. Here is why I'm reaching out to this person or this group. Here's the value I want to convey. And here's what I want them to do when they're done watching, whether it's book a time in a calendar, check out a site, fill out a form, whatever it is. So the AI has a good, complete picture of what you're doing in your industry and why you're reaching out. And then ask the AI, say, look, please give me, I always say please to the AI in case they take over. Please give me a list of 20 to 30, 3 to 6 word hooks that I can use to get someone to want to click on my video and consume my content. So to give you that list of 20 or 30, give it a go through, see which ones you like, don't like, make the adjustments on your side, or have the AI make the adjustments, whether it's punchier, funnier, wittier, whatever that is. Make those adjustments, and then you have your list of hooks. Now, the reason we say 3 to 6 words typically is because you'll notice right here on this little whiteboard that I'm holding up that I'll explain in a second, it's about 30 something characters. 3 to 6 words works pretty good in terms of that short, punchy phrase. And it also works good up here in your subject line when you're sending these videos out. Before it's too long, it gets cut off, in the subject line. 3 to 6 words is kind of where you want to live in terms of that. That hook that you see up there in the subject line and that hook that you see right here should either be the same or very similar, because you got to get them to click here before they go here. Now, once you have your hook, you're good on that. Now, what kind of video do you want to record? This one right here was done with the basic website recorder inside of the Dubb platform with the webcam. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and there's a whiteboard feature where you can type on here. And that's all I'm doing. This is probably one of the most straightforward ways you can record something with a message right there in front for someone to see. Now, you also, from this same webcam, can do something that looks like this. You can have a virtual background behind you. So if you're not holding up the whiteboard with the hook and you take a screenshot of someone's profile, property and real estate, maybe it's a screenshot of a form they filled out or an action they took, an article you want to share, a company site, whatever it is, if that behind you gives context and is like a hook, great. So you can do one or the other. Now, you also can combine both. So I can do a virtual background behind me and I can use the whiteboard right here. So I can have the virtual behind and my hook. So that's the combination of things that you can do creatively. Now, if I was in real estate and I had a property that someone was interested in, I can just put the property behind me, have the property address right there, fun fact about the property. So when you think about this, if it's just a whiteboard by itself, great, you get the message. If it's just a virtual background by itself, okay. But when you combine both, that's pretty cool because you have the context and you have the hook. So, and you can do all of this right from your webcam with the Dubb mobile app on your phone. Now, you also can record screen recordings when you use Dubb. So this right here is a browser-based screen recorder. Now, this can be done on anything within your browser, any site you want to be on top of, where you want to put yourself in a bubble and you want to visually walk someone through something. You'll notice I have the arrows pointing towards the bubble, and you'll also notice I am holding up that whiteboard again with that additional hook that we talked about. Because you can see clearly it's a market update. I put myself in a cool spot in the bubble. I could just be waving and pointing, but I've given the additional message of there's been a big change in the market. So anything within your browser that you want to be on top of, you can reach out on LinkedIn like this, which I'm going to show in a little bit. This is the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. So all you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to pin it up here at the top in the browser, and then you can use it right here. Now, we also have another screen recorder that we use that's called the Dubb Desktop app. The Dubb Desktop app is different than the Chrome extension because this is like a little drone that flies over everything on your computer. So it's not beholden to the browser. It can go on top of anything, slides, documents, videos, whatever you want. And it also has the ability to crop in closer on things. Because notice on this site right here, I'm cropped in closer. So when I show you back to back the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder and the Dubb Desktop app screen recorder, you're going to see the major differences and similarities. But the big difference is one's browser-based, one is not browser-based. It can go on top of everything. And you also have the Dubb mobile app. So the mobile app, you can do a lot of the same stuff we talked about with the webcam. You can throw a virtual background behind you. You can have some text on the screen. All you have to do on your phone is just pull up those different images, screenshot them, and put them behind you. You also can just put the hook on here if you want to do that, like we talked about. Just a little hook right there. Do a little emoji, different font, different color, different sizes, different placement, wherever you want to put it. And the mobile app also has this really cool function called picture-in-picture. Now, this was kind of tailor-made for real estate folks when they do property walkthroughs, but it can be used in any industry. Anytime you want to show physically what's in front of you and be on the screen at the same time, the Dubb mobile app uses both the cameras on the phone at the same time, and it's able to do this. So property walkthroughs in real estate, if you're not in real estate and you're at a large event or a conference, why not record the crowd and everything that's going on in front of you, put you on the screen there as well. You're explaining it. You can post that to social media. You can share it with your circle of influence with a campaign to everybody. If you're sitting in front of your computer and you pull up someone's profile on LinkedIn, or you pull up an article or properties or all the stuff we talked about, you can pull it up on your computer, sit in front, hit record with picture-in-picture with your phone, and physically just kind of lean in when the video starts like this and it gives the same kind of effect of you showing what's there and you're on the screen. If you're ever in person with a client and you guys are hanging out or you're in the office together and you want to do a quick little video testimonial, you could have them sit across from you, put this on a little selfie stick, and then you're going to be in the corner asking them questions like a little interview or something. And then you can post that to social media, and put it in your playlist as well. So a lot of cool functions with picture in picture. If you're ever doing local prospecting, like you're going around to different businesses, you can always take a quick video of you outside of a business, send it to the contact that you have. So when you physically go inside and say, hey, I'm here for so-and-so, I just have a video for them, they can pull it up and see it, that video that you made outside. So there's little creative ways that you can connect here. But regardless of these styles that you do choose, whatever one you zero in on, it's about the experience they're going to get when they click on it. So when someone clicks on a Dubb video, they're going to be taken to a preset landing page. We call them presets in Dubb terms, but they're customized landing pages. So it's going to have your logo over here to the left. It's going to have the video you created right here in the middle. And then it's going to have playlist videos that are going to play right after this video you created. It will seamlessly play right into it. It almost feels like it's part of the same thing. It'll run right in. The cool thing about this is these videos that you initially make over here should be about that hook like we talked about. A minute, I wouldn't go longer than a minute, 30, 40 seconds, get right into the value, have them take an action when they're done, but they're focused on that. You can do that because in these playlist videos over here, which provide more education for the viewer, you can record a video one time that's basically your pitch video. Why should someone go with you? Your background, your product, your services, a minute and a half you want to, but you record it once and then it will always play after this initial video. So that way you can focus on the group or the person that you're reaching out to and that value and that hook. And then your video will always play after that. And then if you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot for them. So if you don't have them or you have some, but you want to get more, I'll show you a way to get them in a second. That's pretty convenient for you and the folks you're reaching out to. Now, below the videos here, this is where you're going to have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. This is where they're going to take an action when they're done watching your content. The most popular button over the years that we've seen is book a time in someone's calendar. You can do that right there. You can have them reply with a video. You can have them email you back. You can have them fill out a form. You could have a link to an external form. You could have them check out your website. You could have them download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, whatever you want them, a guide they could download. They could check out a case study. They could leave you a review. So there are a number of buttons you can have down here. I wouldn't have too many. You don't want to get the whole paralysis by analysis thing. But when you have multiples, you want to have the most important all the way to the left and then the rest of them to do after that. Now, if you need to get video testimonials, this reply with video button here is really good for that. So what you can do is record a video, have that button below it, send it out. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thank you so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. In fact, it's easy. You don't need to download anything. You don't have to do anything crazy. All you need to do is just click that reply with video button below and send me a video right back. And then you can ask the person the questions you want to ask them. And then when they send the video back to you, you have a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. And then you just make it part of the playlist right here. So this is the loop that you want someone in over here that's worked very well for people over the years that have used Dubb, right like this. And then the last part is over here to the right. This is your AI assistant. This is SIA, your sales interactive assistant. And SIA is great because, when someone lands on your landing page, maybe they have questions, maybe they're going to take the next action, but they have in real time things they want to know more about. So over here to the right, you can have FAQs. You can ask the AI a specific question. And when the AI gives the answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome. So whether it's booking a time in your calendar, whether it's, filling out a form, whatever action you want them to take, the AI wants to give the answer and then push for whatever's going to happen next. Keep that momentum going, which is really important. Now, the AI is educated with individual website pages where the AI can physically learn what's in text on those pages. You can put those inside in the Dubb platform, just put in the different pages. You also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, but then the AI will become educated on what you would like it to know, which is the whole idea. Now, these preset landing pages here in general, you should have preset landing pages for different segments of your audience. If I was in recruitment and I worked with employers and candidates, I want a preset landing page for both of those. Same thing for real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expires, residential, commercial. Same thing for financial, whether it's investment, other things that are going on, different kinds of clients, mortgage, insurance, coaching, consulting, all of those different splits within your audience. I would have different preset landing pages for those. Now, when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, if you're on the free trial and you go from Pro to Pro Plus, whatever one you pick, we do an optimization setup. So we'd meet you in Zoom and we'd say, okay, let's get your account set up here. Let's get the logo in here. Let's get the pages set up, your buttons, all of that. So you're ready to get going right out of the gate. Now, all of this is tracked as well. So did someone open the email? Did they click on any buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they just view the page? All of this will help you follow up in a really, really targeted and smart way. Okay, so how do we record these? So if we want to go through these different ones I showed you, the different styles, how would we record each of them? So for the webcam here, all you would do is go inside Dubb. You're in the dashboard. There's a big red button right at the top. You can't miss it. Create video. Select that there, and then it's going to open up your webcam right here. Now, when it opens up, if you want to get the whiteboard that I was using before, Dubb mobile app, so Dubb. And when you find that, this is what it's going to look like. So here's the mobile app, and it's this little button, this little square button right at the top with the little person in the corner. When you select that, that is where you now type. So all I was doing before was I was just getting my hook, type it, turn it, just like this. That's all you have to do. And if you want the virtual background, just go below, select virtual background right here. We have a bunch of stock ones, but I would go to your photos and then upload into this area all those different screenshots we talked about earlier. Then it creates a little library for you here. Select the one that you would like. It's going to put it behind you, just like this. Now, when you're doing this, make sure you got a ring light in front of you or some kind of light source. It could be natural ring, combination of both. If you are talking with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulder range right in here. If you want to do the whiteboard and the virtual background, just bring it up like this. And you got a combination of both those worlds, just like that. Now, every recording style in Dubb has a teleprompter option. So if you do want to use a teleprompter, you can access it right here above my head, right here. You just want to make sure that you have a script saved inside Dubb first, or if you don't, you can still click up here and see how it says create new script right up here at the top. If I click that, it'll take me inside the Dubb platform, and then I can just create and save a script in there. You also can scroll through scripts that you already have saved, and you can search for a script by title. So if I click it right in here, I have the ability to do that now. So here's my script. So from a physical perspective, arm's length is pretty good in terms of your eye line. Let the words flow up into the top eye line at the top. It just takes a little bit of practice. Just give it a read through so the words don't surprise you. And when you get used to doing this, this is a really nice way to do things because it ends up being really efficient. You're not searching for the words, and you phrase things exactly how you want to phrase them. Now, as far as the speed goes, this is what you're going to use right here, up or down. You can hit the play button, see if you like that speed. If you feel like you're rushing, you probably are, just as a side note. Back the text off or zoom it in. If you want to edit the script on the fly, it's this little pencil icon right here. Make the changes you want to make, and then you're good. To record, we're going to tap this red button right in the middle that says record. I'm going to bring my hook in right here, and I'm going to hit record like this. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create those connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button, stop the recording. Take a break. You don't have to do the whole thing. And then click it again to resume. If you want to delete the video, tap the red X. It will always ask you, are you sure? And if you want to save this video into Dubb, it is the blue check mark to save it into the platform. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap the button there and it's closed. So again, this is the most straightforward way you can communicate. Have your hook right here, virtual background, combination of both. It's really convenient. So I'm going to click the check mark here, and this is going to save it into Dubb. Anytime you click the check mark, it's going to save the video into the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform. And when you land here, inside of here, this is where you can kind of do some cool stuff. So if I take my video here, I can edit the title up here at the top. Click the little pencil icon, changes to whatever you want to change it to. Just make sure you click the check mark when you're done. You can download the MP4 version of any video that you save into Dubb Really nice for the social platforms because they like the raw videos. So you can download the MP4, upload it to the socials, or do whatever you'd like with it. But you have the ability to download the file. You also can upload it directly to YouTube. You got a YouTube channel, you upload it directly there, you can do that. You also over here to the right have a QR code. Every Dubb video has one. So if you're doing any kind of physical mail marketing, this is great for door hanger stuff or mail stack stuff. Make a video for that. If you're doing an open house in real estate, have a little placard sitting on the counter. Someone scans it. Hey, thanks for coming to the open house, by the way. You can check out similar properties below. If you're not in real estate, any kind of conference you're at or event or meeting, you either can have a placard sitting there if you have a booth, or if you're walking around, pre-made a video that says, hey, it was great meeting at the event. Click below to keep in touch. So a lot of flexibility with those, but you have a QR code for every Dubb video. Now you also can preview what this video looks like that you recorded on a preset landing page. So if I select this little button all the way to the right, little square with the arrow, if I select that there, opens up a new tab and say, oh, great, cool. There's my video. There's my playlist. There's my AI. There's my buttons. There's my logo. Great. I can preview what this thing looks like. Now, if I want to change it, right over here, there's a drop down. Notice how it says Rob's preset with a green check mark. That is the preset I have selected. That is my default preset. So whenever I record a video, there's a default landing page that will always be attached to it with those buttons, those playlists, everything you saw. I can change that to a different preset landing page background because I already created them. They're in the little list right here. I can just click one and it'll change everything about that background. So you have that ability to do that with one click. Now you also down here have some information. So this is your analytics tab. So we have a coach here called Kyra, our AI coach. If you want immediate feedback with your videos, just click generate right here. It'll give you delivery analysis feedback, visuals, and content. We also have activity that you can do right here. So you can choose emails, campaigns. Did they watch the video? Did they click on the buttons? Did they view the page? All that stuff that's going to help you follow up. You can really drill down on what you want to know more about. We have a details tab right here. The details tab is just going to be a reminder that these are the buttons that you have below your video. This is the AI sales assistant you have on the landing page. And these are the playlist videos that are going to play after it. I can add or delete any of these right here, right now, if I want to. And if I sent this video out to someone in the world, I sent it out, it's already gone, but I forgot to make these changes, I still can make them. And it will refresh on the other side for that person, which is pretty neat. Any video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. There's an editing tab. So this is where I can play the video. I can drag my timeline down here to any part of the video I would like. So if I want to cut something out, I can drag it to right here, select the scissor icon. It's going to split the clip in two, drag it or play it to the second cut point, scissors, and now it's in three pieces. So whatever is highlighted in orange, all I have to do is hit the scissor icon and it's gone. And it splits it, and then hit delete, and it's out of there. So scissor icon splits, delete gets rid of it, and it's gone. Whatever is highlighted in orange, that's what you can get rid of. And if I want to bring everything back, just click the undo button. Undo, 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 and I'm right back to where I started. And then lastly, this design tab right here. This is what I mentioned in the beginning. When you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. You can change that right here. So I can drag my timeline here and say I like a part of the video better visually, right? I could click generate thumbnail, and that would be the one I'm going to use. I can also upload my own thumbnail. So a lot of choices there in terms of what you can do. Okay, so we recorded a video. We got it on a preset landing page. It's time to send it out. So here's how we do a simple send. So we're going to open up a compose and just some best practices here. You always want to have the word video in the subject line. To this day, it is still rare that you see it. Maybe that'll change someday, but it hasn't yet. So definitely put the word video. That should make it stand out. And then you want to put your hook that we talked about in the beginning. This is where you're going to place the hook. Have a little bit of text in here. And then to drop the video in, you can do it in a couple ways. So one is going to be from inside the Dubb platform where we just were. There is a big blue share and send button whenever you select a video. Click this here. Put the email of the person you're sending it to. You could add a little personalization text to the top. You don't have to do it, but you can. Click copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste, and it drops it in just like this. Now, you also can do it with a shortcut. So if you have Gmail or you have Outlook 365, and if you have the Dubb Chrome extension up here at the top that we're going to look at in a second, the screen recorder, if that's pinned and logged in up there, you're going to see a button. In this case, in Gmail, it's right down there at the bottom. In Outlook 365, it's off to the right in add-ins. When you select that button, opens up the Chrome. I could record a video right now if I wanted to. And I can also scroll through my video library that you see me doing down to the bottom right. Just find the video you want, pop it in there, and you're able to send it just like that. Okay, so let's look at screen recording. So I just mentioned the Dubb Chrome extension. This is what I showed you when we first started right here. Browser-based screen recorder. Anything you want to be on top of in terms of the browser, Google Dubb Chrome extension, 3-step process to pin it up here in the browser. And now we're going to use it. I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example, but again, this could be any site that you want to be on like this. Click the Dubb button at the top. It's going to open up. It's going to put me on the screen. Now, when you're first doing this, you can make some adjustments here. So the size of your webcam, you can adjust right at the side. Just drag it like this and just see what size you want to make it. And then you can change the shape to different shapes here. Rectangle, square, circle. I would try to match the aesthetic feel of the website that you're on. I'm going to keep mine in a circle because Ruben is in a circle. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then you want to think about your placement. Where do I put myself? Where's a cool spot to be? I'm going to go right next to Ruben, just like this. Now, you also have functions within the bubble here. I can zoom myself in for a tighter frame. I can back myself up. I can physically move myself around in here if I want to. I can jump to full screen by clicking this little button right here. Jump to full, go back to the page. I also can turn my camera off right over here to the right. So if I want to do an audio walkthrough of a page, I can totally do that. If I want to use my headshot, I can do that as well. And if I am live like this, I can do a virtual background behind me right in here that we just saw. I have an annotation tool, which I'm going to use in a second, right over here to the left. We even have a teleprompter. Now, this teleprompter is a little bit different than the ones you saw before. This one, you can change the speed right here up or down like we did before. You can back the text off or zoom it in. But I can move this one around the screen, and I could grab the sides like this to manipulate the sides. Now, I'm going to put this towards the camera up here at the top. And the thing you want to remember about this is when you're using the teleprompter with the Dubb Chrome extension, you don't want to go full screen on your browser. If you do, it will hide the teleprompter tab because it's going to go full screen. You won't be able to physically get to it to see it or click on it. So if you are going to use the teleprompter, leave some space up here at the top. So when you hit record, you can just physically tap this to bring it forward to be able to use it. Lastly, you have 3 orientations to record with the Chrome. All the way to the right, if you click on camera, it opens up like a webcam. If you click on tab, it's just going to be a clean cut of this page. You will not see any of the tab mess that I have at the top. And if you go screen, it's going to record the entire screen. So if I want to jump around to different tabs, it would show that. For this example right here, I'm going to keep it on tab. I'm also going to bring in my hook that we talked about before, right inside the bubble here. So I'm going to hit record right over here to the right. And then when I do, I'm going to choose my tab, just like this. There's my tab. I'm going to click share, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to reach out to you, my friend, because I know that you are an author, which is pretty cool. You wrote a book called Click Record. That's pretty sweet. So I did one of my things. I did my smile, move it over. I can do one of these, whatever that 3-second motion is, holding the hook. And then I decided that I wanted to jump to full screen. Now, you can do this in a couple ways. You can hover over your bubble, right here with your mouse, double click the webcam, it brings you to here, double click the page to go back to where you were. You also can hover over here and click the little square, brings you here, click the little square at the bottom to go back. So jumping to full screen is kind of a cool way to hammer home a point when you want to do that. You also can scroll around and be very free flowing. Whatever your natural style is, that's what you want to do. I also have the ability to click the pause button down at the bottom. Stop the recording. You don't have to do the whole thing in one shot. Just take a break, click it again to resume. You also can use the annotation tool, which is right over here. So I can do arrows if I want to. I can put text on the screen. I can put things in numerical order of importance. I can underline, I can draw, I can do circles, whatever you want to use. These are great ways to point things out. So if you're reaching out on LinkedIn, if you're sharing any website within the industry that you're in, you want to be right on top of it, explaining it visually, right within the browser, this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark below. And again, it's going to save our video inside the Dubb platform to the video edit page where we just were before. Now, if I want to share this video with Ruben, how would I share this video with him? Well, I'm going to go back over here to LinkedIn. And I want to make sure that I'm a connection with him first, or first connection. So send a quick connector request. When you are connected, then you're just going to click message, and you're going to have the ability to share this with him. Now, the reason you're going to have the ability to share it is because there is a little Dubb button integration we have with LinkedIn. You can see the Dubb button right here at the bottom, like we saw in Gmail. So when I click that button, it's going to open up the Chrome that we just used, and you'll notice I'm scrolling through my video library again. Just find the video that you want. There it is. Click insert, and you can highlight this right here and change it to whatever text you'd like to change it to. And then you click send, and then Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview, totally better than text-based stuff that people normally send. So you have the ability right there. The last screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So all you need to do is Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. When you do download it, the little Dubb symbol that you see up here at the top will be at the top on a Mac. On PC, I believe it's at the bottom. You can see the functions right here, but you also can select View Quick Menu. So when you do this, it pops up a little separate menu right here. Now, the big picture difference between the two is Chrome is browser-based. Desktop can go on top of anything. So I'm going to click Record Screen so we can see the differences and similarities in what we just saw. Right here in the bubble, pretty much the same stuff. The directionals are in the different spots, but it does all the same stuff that you just saw with the Chrome. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The teleprompter is similar that you can physically move it like the Chrome, but it's different in this regard. When you find a script, let me grab one here. The first option you have is going to be auto track. So it says auto track right there. That is voice recognition. So if I was going to hit record right now, it would go at my pace as I'm reading the script. If I don't want to use auto track and I want that scroll speed like we just saw in the two previous examples, all I would do is click that closed, and now you can do the speed up or down, whatever you want. So it's a choice between auto track and auto scroll. Now to record, you have some cool differences here. There is a little red slash that you see right in this square down here at the bottom. So if I was going to hit the record button right now, it would get my entire screen. So when you see that red slash and you hit record, it's getting your whole computer screen. When you get rid of the red slash just by clicking on it, now you have a drop down of choices in terms of the different orientations of border recording. Right now it is on landscape that you can see right here. So this is a YouTube orientation. And I can physically put this on anything that I want to. Now, anything within the blue lines will be part of the recording, but you have the option to put it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of. I also can change it to 9:16. So I could do a portrait version just like this. So if I want to do a video for social media in the proper orientation of portrait, I can do that right here and put it on top of whatever I want right from my desktop. I also have the option for custom below. So if I select custom from the dropdown, now I can crop around anything I want to crop around. This is one of my favorites because you can get very specific in terms of what you want to show. You can really control that. Now to record, here's another big difference. I'm going to tap the button at the bottom. I'm going to start recording, and here we go. So now I am recording. I can pause and resume just like we just did. The major difference here is the check mark. The last two examples, when we hit the check mark, it saves it into Dubb. That does not happen with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it opens up a preview window, and we have just recorded a clip. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a few clips. We're going to merge them together into one video, and then that video is saved into Dubb. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. And clip recording is cool because you can drag and drop videos from your computer if you have an MP4 file, and you can make it part of the story. So it's a really neat way to kind of build this out. Now, I just recorded a screen recording clip. So how do I keep recording now? What do I do? How do I keep going? So down in the bottom left, there are 3 creative icons that you can click on. The one all the way to the left is record screen video. That's what I just did. So if I click that button again, it's going to take me right back to where I was, and I can record another clip. Now, I could have pulled up a different website, doc, slide, something different behind me for something new. Obviously, I could have done that. And then I'm going to hit record, and now I'm recording a second screen recording clip. I'm going to hit the check mark when I'm done, and there is the second clip right there. Now, these clips I can move in any order that I would like. So I can pull it this way, that way. I can record out of order. I don't have to go chronologically. I also can tap the 3-dot menu of every one of these clips, and I can download or delete each one. Keep the one I like, get rid of the one that I don't. Now, the second icon down to the bottom left is your webcam icon. So when I select that here, it's going to open up my webcam. This could be, hey, thank you for watching this video. This could be, look, I just want to talk to you about this one thing. This could be, welcome to the video. This could be any other thing that you want to convey information-wise, but it looks different. Hit the check mark, and now you can put that anywhere you'd like to put it. The last option you have down at the bottom left is what's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a pre-recorded video that you've done and put it on top of anything that you pull up on your computer. It's really convenient. So if I was sitting in front of my computer and I was doing a market update video and I'm just sitting in front of my webcam and I'm delivering that content to camera with the teleprompter about the market update, save it into Dubb, into my video library. Then I just pull up my website, my slide deck, whatever it is, talking about the market. And then I click this little button down here to the left called Narrator Video. And it's going to take me to my video library. I find my video I recorded. Let's pretend it's this one right here. And then I can just put it on top of whatever I want to show. And then when I hit record, the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the talking. And all I have to do is scroll around, annotate, relax. It's pretty cool. You're able to do that. Now, when I want to merge these clips all together into one video, I have two options. Down at the bottom right, I can click the upload button. That will merge them together and it will save it into Dubb. Or I can select the edit button to the bottom right, which will merge them all together, but it will give you an editing option right here inside the desktop app before you even save it into the platform. So the editor is just like the one I showed you earlier, right here. Then I can download the MP4 if I want to, if it's a longer video and I want to download the MP4, or I can upload it directly into Dubb right this way. So the last kind of recording that we're going to look at now is going to be the mobile app. And the mobile app is very similar to the desktop app that we just saw because it's also a clip recorder. But the mobile app does a lot of other cool stuff as well. So let me share my screen here. And you want to make sure you get the Dubb mobile app. It's DUBBAPP. And then when you have it, you can do this. Here's your video library here in the home area. How do I record a video? To record a video, tap that blue camera icon at the bottom, and it's going to open up the camera just like this. Now, when you are first using the Dubb mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. You can do other particulars down here. I always slide mine over to 10. Once you do slide it to 10 so you're not cut off, it will be sticky. Every time you open the app, it'll be set to there unless you change it. To record, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom, and now I am recording. I have a timer up here, and I have a timer at the bottom that I can see. I also can hit the pause button and resume right over here if I want to. And to end this recording, just tap the circle again, and there is the clip that I have just recorded, just like the desktop app. Now, this clip has been downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area if I do need it. I'm going to hit record one more time just so we have a couple clips here. There's my second clip. Now, I can move these around too. I don't have to record chronologically again. I can take my finger, hold on for a second, and slide it. This really helps because, you know, when you're doing these recordings, maybe you want to do the end first. I kind of like the freedom of being able to do that. And then if you tap a clip individually, this is where you can delete, download, trim. And if I select the edit button, this is where I can add some royalty-free music with the music icon to the right. Anything you want to choose in here is all royalty-free. Just make sure you adjust the levels properly so the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. You have a little text icon to the right. This have a couple clips here. Is where you can drop your hook in here with text, like I showed you in the beginning. You can do your hook, move it, different font, different color, different sizes. You can type it right on here and have it above your head, below your head, however you want to do it. You also can click the little microphone icon. This is where you can do a voiceover over this clip. So you can do a voiceover now, or you can do a voiceover at the end. You also can select the little timer icon, and this is where you can speed up the action of the clip. So if you got a kind of a cool action shot and you want to go all the way up to 10x, you can do that. And you have a burned in subtitle option down at the bottom right. So if I want to burn in the subtitles here to this clip, I can, or I can burn them into the whole video at the end. So when you download the video, it actually be burned into the download. Now you also have here some other options. Let me go back here. Whenever you are on this area, let me reshare here. Hold on, well, it froze. Let me reshare this. You also have this as an option. So when you're recording, if you want to know what these icons are, right over here to the right, these ones, just select the tooltip at the top, and that will tell you what their function is right here. And then hit the tooltip again, it'll close it. I always have a countdown timer on right here. You can do 3 or 10 seconds. I always select 3 because just naturally it feels like the right amount of time when you do a 3, 2, 1, you know, like that. And then it does have 10 seconds if you want that. Obviously, that's much longer if you have like a wireless mic or you're kind of walking your way through to somewhere you want to use it. It just gives you that option. Now, this is your video stabilization button right here. So if you are doing a walk and talk and it feels kind of really herky-jerky all over the place, select this button here, do low, medium, or high, and it'll basically take it from this to more like a kind of a gimbal movement if you were doing like filmmaking. And if you want to use a teleprompter, it's this button right here. So you can come up here, you find your script just like we did before. And then when you select it, you can choose your speed between 1 and 10, play button to see if you like that speed. And if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be, move the guardrails up like this. That way there's nothing to look at down here. You have to keep your eyes by the camera. And if you're doing landscape for YouTube, just turn it this way and it will adjust the script that way. If you want to do any real-time editing, pencil icon, make your changes, save it. And if you click the gear icon over here to the left and you select auto track, now you have voice recognition, which would be like this. What if your most powerful growth tool? So if I say in that, it's going to start highlighting the words and moving. So it looks like it's got a little bug, but it would normally highlight the words as I'm going at my pace. So it's a cool way to do it. So you can either do auto track or you can do auto scroll. It's really a choice of voice recognition or it's a choice of speed that you can control. To tap the X to the top right, that'll close it. Now, if you ever recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and you want to add it to the story down here, just select the folder icon here. It'll take you to your photo video area, find your video and say, hey, do you want to add it as a clip? Yes, you do. And it will drop it in right down over here. If you want to record your screen physically here, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this is the button you want right here. And just scroll through black and white, skin smoothing, different color kind of gradations and colors and effects. This would be a fun one to do, one of these. So you can kind of play with this one over here and see what you like. And then picture in picture down here, this one, this is the one I talked about in the beginning where when you hit record, it's going to show what's in front of you, uses 2 cameras on the phone. And you can move, move yourself around, make yourself bigger, smaller, zoom into the background. You can get pretty dynamic with it. And then lastly, down at the bottom is your virtual background stuff. So screenshot the stuff on the phone, go here, and then it's going to put it behind you like this. And then when you want to merge all your clips together that you've recorded into one video, click the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge everything together. And then once it's merged, you're going to have an automatic downloaded copy of the final video on your phone. And then you can also, right amount of time, at this point, click the blue upload button, and that's going to save it into Dubb. And then you have access it anywhere in terms of where you want to share it. Now, you also can share videos on the Dubb mobile app in the home area. So right here, you see your video library. If I want to share a video with someone, grab the video, click the blue share video button right there, select copy for email. You'll notice it's copied to the clipboard, paste it. Select copy for SMS, copy to clipboard, paste it. Or you can select the 2 icons to the top right. The block icon is for email. The paper airplane icon is for SMS. So you can do either one of those. Now, you also have the opportunity as well in terms of CRMs. So if you do have a CRM that you really enjoy, I'm talking about like you have like a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level, we have a whole list of companies that we have integrations with. So you can see right here, whether it's, Constant Contact, MailChimp, Go High Level, Follow Up Boss, we have a whole list of them in here. So you can keep your workflows that you want. You can just add video to them. Now, if you do want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can do that as well. Just click CRM below here, upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do bulk sending within Dubb, email and SMS. You even can do automations as well. That's part of our Pro Plus plan that would do drip sequences in terms of that. Now, here within the dashboard with Auto, your AI guide that I mentioned in the beginning, Auto does a lot of stuff. So you can ask Auto questions about Dubb if you want to. Hey, how do I use this part of Dubb? Or hey, how do I do this? It will answer questions about Dubb. It will also answer strategy questions. I'm in recruitment. What are the best videos to make in terms of reaching out to employers and candidates? It'll give you that as well. If you want direct help from the team, you can click the little green icon down at the bottom in the corner. You can chat with the AI, chat with a human being on our team. You also can do keyword searches in here, and it will bring you up an article and a video as well. If you want to do any kind of AI writing with Auto here, just select this little person icon over here to the right. Notice how it says basic and sales. Let's imagine for a second I'm in real estate. And imagine this says buyers, sellers. Remember how we talked about in the beginning, all the splits, how you want different landing pages for different splits in your audience? Same thing here. Just click create profile and the AI will learn after you answer the questions in here about each segment of your audience. And once it knows about that, if I'm in here, I'm like, you know what? I'm in real estate. I want to send an email out to my buyers. I would come over here, click on buyers, and then the AI will remember everything about that part of my audience and then tell Auto, listen, please write me a video script or please write me an email or a social post about blah, blah, blah. And then it will ask you, hey, do you want me to save this into Dubb? Yes. And then you can load it into a teleprompter and deliver it. And that's kind of a cool workflow that you can get into. But the whole point is create your profiles over here for different parts of your audience and then select the one that you're communicating with your copy, and it will remember everything about that part of your audience. Now, in terms of training and learning, down over here to the right under training, there is a second link down here. And when you select this, this is our Dubb Academy library, which has a whole bunch of videos in here you can learn from. You also can go right over to Dubb Academy. I mean, not Dubb Academy, Dubb YouTube. So right in here, if you go to Dubb Support, it's all of our videos, all our live trainings that are on here. There are other videos that have been edited about different topics. It's a really good learning center for that. And we also have this here in our dashboard as well. Right over here to the left, there is referrals. So if you click the referral link right over here and you click apply now, it's going to create a referral link for you to share. And we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that referral link. So if you do that and you share it, you know, and you're on a paid plan with Dubb and you got 4 or 5 people, 6 people, you know, next thing you know, you get a free account. And we have people that are doing well beyond that. So we're super supportive of our partners, and just invite them here to the live training, you know, dubb.com/T. Now, in terms of the other things that we do, if you're part of Pro Plus, because we have 2 packages, Pro and Pro Plus. If you're part of Pro Plus, you have access to founder coaching, which is every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. Ruben and Darius, the founders of Dubb, they're in there. They got their own curriculum. They do some deep dives on things. They have a form you can fill out called Open Mic, where you can talk about your business in and out of the platform. They'll give you advice on that. So it's really, really good and informative, and it's every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. And then on Wednesdays, if you're in real estate, we have a webinar directly related to real estate. And then we have our strategic partner meetings every 11:30 a.m. every Thursday. That's about Dubb partners selling Dubb in and out of the platform. So that's a look at everything. Let me see if we have any questions. Ina, what do we got? I know we saw some Q&A ones. How'd that go in there? Okay, looks like, oh shit, looks like shit bounce out. Okay, so let me ask people that are remaining. Anything on anybody's mind? Any questions? Anything? What do we got before we head out? Anything from anyone? Going once, going twice, going thrice? Anyone within Zoom? Well, look, if you have any questions, support at dubb.com. Go into that intercom bubble that I showed you. And everybody out there in streaming land, if you want to check Dubb out, come into the training here if you want, dubb.com/T. Check out Dubb itself. And if anybody here ends up wanting to upgrade from free trial to paid or from Pro to Pro Plus, just email support and put upgrade into the email, and we'll give you the best deal we possibly can. Well, listen, everyone, thank you for, let me see, do we have one key? Can you upload a script? Oh, okay. Michael, I saw your question. Can you upload a script? Yes. Michael, let's see. Where are you, Michael? Can you hear me okay, Michael?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah. If you, did you write a script with like chat or something or Auto, or you just have a script you want to add into Dubb?
So actually we have a company that we use to do marketing, and they support me with a bunch of different scripts.
Oh, nice.
And we're using a videographer right now, but I think we could probably, sorry, I'm on a treadmill, so
no, it's okay.
A lot of breath. But I'm hoping that we could use this system and not have to pay for the videographer, but they give me the scripts, and we've been using an app that allows it, is a teleprompter app.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I could get rid of that and use your system, that would be great.
Yeah, it's kind of like an all-in-one. I mean, sometimes people have come to us before. They've had what's it called, Big View, where it's kind of a popular one. But if they want, just that. But the thing is with Dubb is like it has all the same functionality, and then you get everything else with it. So all you would do is just if you have a script, you would just do this. Like if you're inside Dubb, let me just show you this right here. Let me move this out of the way. If you're in Dubb here, can you see my screen, Michael? Just click assets over here to the left, go to scripts. And then when you're in here, just blue plus button, name the script, and then just copy and paste, drop it in here and click save and close. And then you'll have access it. You can even rewrite it with AI if you want to. We have this little button in here that can rewrite it if you want to. But if you're at the point where you're ready to save it in there, just save it in there. And once it's saved in there, then you can open up a teleprompter and you just find it right in there.
And then once it's in that, can I edit it if I need to make any changes?
Yeah. You can edit.
Okay.
Yeah, just click in there, edit it, save. You can also edit it right from the teleprompter if you want to do that too. We've done that where we've written scripts and like you're actually filming something. You're like, wait a minute. Now that I said that out loud, I want to make a change to it. So you can.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Michael. Enjoy the rest of your run. Everybody, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. We'll see everyone tomorrow. If you're back tomorrow for more, 10 a.m. PST, Monday through Friday. Not the weekends, but during the week, though. Everybody have a great rest of your day and start recording those videos. See everyone later.